Brawl news. Guys, this shouldn't be coming as a surprise to all of you out there. There is always so much happening inside the Brawl Stars community that your boy Ray must report on. But you guys, we are beginning today's video off taking a look at a tweet that came out 2 days ago at the point that you're recording this video. Guys, as you can see, I'm making a video 1 day in advance for Brawl news. What the freak is going on? I'm getting ready for a vacation. I'm going to be in Texas, so you might see your boy Ray making some videos in a different studio, but that's besides the point, man. But we have here, Power League and Power Match changes and improvements are coming up soon. Short version, individual bans for every player and brawler suggestions. Long version, read more here, baby. You guys already know we're going for the read more, baby. Come on now. So these changes have actually caused a lot of discussion inside the Brawl Stars community, and not gonna lie, I feel like most people are really excited for these changes. Taking a look at the very top here, Power League changes and improvements. What? Power League and Club League and friendly power matches are getting 2 improvements in the future. 1. Each person will get an individual ban. 2. Suggesting brawlers to your teammates will be added in the picking phase. This might not make it to the next update, but the one after. First things first, each player being able to ban a brawler I think was inevitable moving forward. Seeing that we have so many brawlers here in this game, it's kind of hard to get away with only 1 brawler ban per game of Power League. There's normally not just 1 brawler that's devastating to go up against, and I feel like if you guys have played Power League, you'll know all too well that most of the time you just hop into it with 1 brawler you're going to ban no matter what. Like it was Fang for a really long time, now it's like Eve, people are banning her left and right. So it'll be cool to have a bit more diversity in every single Power League match, one where you actually have to think a little bit more before you're going into it, right? I think it should be really fun. And then number 2, I got a feeling this is something that literally everyone wanted here in Brawl Stars and just didn't know it. Don't lie to me. Say for example you're in a Power League or a Club League match and you're the first person to pick and you don't know who to pick, and you have the person who's picking last flashing brawlers for you to pick. I get that all the freaking time in Power League and Club League, and most of the time I just pick what they're asking so I can do what makes my teammates happy. So if people are already doing stuff on their own terms, trying to influence people to pick certain brawlers, why not make it just an actual function in the game itself? I think it's a solid implementation. And then of course it goes into a little bit more in depth how these things are going to work and why they're being implemented, but it might just be a little bit too much reading for this episode of Brawl News. If you guys want to look into it just a little bit further, make sure to do so. I just wanted to highlight these things that you can expect to come to game very shortly, which is so dang exciting. Huge implementations. Make sure to let me know you guys are thinking about these. Moving along. At the point that I'm recording this video, 16 hours ago, we have the Mega Beetle Bee coming out. So just about a day at the point that I'm recording this, we have tech upgrade enabled. Meg is ready for a fair 4v1. Now guys, in some of the most recent episodes of Brawl News, we've discussed that there's been a very fun story being told in each of these photos being posted when new skins are coming out around the corner, but this photo was the only one that deviated from all of them. Every single photo that was released with their respected skin showcased the next skin that was going to be released and how they got infected. For example, this very first one, we had Dr. Edgar being released and then Sprout about to be infected in the background, which then all the photos followed this same trend. Rosa about to get infected in the background. There was Sprout about to destroy Bee. And we had Mr. P in the background there about to be infected with the Rosa skin being released. We had the artwork for Mr. P there about to do something to Meg, and this is where it starts to get a little bit different than what we're normally used to. In this photo, it doesn't necessarily show that Meg is about to be infected. She's just getting like harassed by these skins here in the background. Rose is causing havoc there, and Mr. P doesn't have anything to do with like actually turning her into a monster, which honestly some of you guys picked up on in the most recent episode of Brawl News. And what do you know, here in the photo we have Meg fighting back with some upgrades saying nuh-uh, the Sprout there taking him down, and she's about to take on everyone here. Dr. Edgar, the Rosa skin, Mr. P. It's so freaking hype, dude, and quite fitting here, guys. It really goes to show how Brawl Stars prepares for their updates with these photos as well as animations, because this exact scenario was somewhat sneak peek to us with the animation that came out during the Season 11 update, when Meg was trying to get away from all of this toxic sludge spilling out, and Sprout ends up saving Meg. So in the animation, it almost showed that, yeah, everyone got infected except Meg. Meg's the only one that's trying to fight back back, right? It's pretty cool. Now taking a look back at the animation, also the bow skin or bow managed to get away in the animation, which would also showcase why he got a Club League skin and not like an actual Season 11 update skin, because he wasn't infected. So cool. The small little fun Easter eggs that Brawl Stars puts in their animations and updates is just so much fun to find and follow. But moving along to a very bizarre bit of news here that's honestly a first. Guys, I would have never thought in a million years that we'd be taking to Spotify in an episode of Brawl News, but as you guys can see, Brawl Stars has their own Spotify page because of all the bad randoms music. Also, we have that Rise Up song as well, but as you guys can see, people have been talking quite a lot about this picture that is their banner here for Spotify. It really makes you think whether or not some sort of fun sneak peek would come from a Spotify banner. Guys, it'd be a fun little cryptic wormhole to find a juicy Easter egg in, right? But as you can see in the picture, we have Colette as well as Edgar hanging out here in the Star Park gift shop area where they normally should be residing here, with a brawl going on in the background. Looks like they're not very good employees letting this crazy stuff happen in their gift shop, but hey, what would you expect from Edgar and Colette, right? But before we get into the crazy stuff that's on the balcony here with Colette and Edgar, first things first, the people fighting in the background are Colt, BB, Lola, Frank, and Spike, I believe, seeing a shot is going up over there. So just a brawl going on there. Also, just to point out, seeing that it's in the gift shop theme or the setting kind of makes me think, you know, something particular might be happening here. I think we can all agree that it's the environment that is most heavily influenced with Star Park. It was the theme that we got when Star Park first started ramping up, and we got a bunch of different imagery and stuff like that. It was really a fun update if you ask me. But let's take a look at some of this other stuff. We have a towel with the original Brawl Stars logo there. We have an El Primo mask. Does that mean El Primo isn't wearing his mask wherever he's at? Oh, I didn't even notice there's Griffin there. We have a Spike sock, of course, making an appearance. We have that box with the actual Star Park logo, which we've seen in a few different spots now in artwork. We have Colette and some of her notes, one of which is a drawing of Spike. If you guys didn't know, Colette is absolutely insanely crazy about Spike. Got this little smiley face, could be chalked up as a pin or maybe something else. Don't think it's that anything super important. We have Edgar sipping on a energy drink there, Max's energy drink. Then we have a music poster there, and then a very strange symbol I've never seen before here in Brawl Stars. It's kind of giving me like bad random vibes or something like that, but it is a logo that I don't think is identifiable with anything that we have here in Brawl Stars thus far. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this logo. It's really interesting. Whenever it comes to like foreign things that can't be like tracked to anything else in Brawl Stars, like a particular brawler or something like that, it always should be kind of throwing off red flags, right? And it's definitely safe to say Brawl Stars isn't shy with logos here in this game. Maybe I'm missing something, but it could be something related to like a trio in the game, maybe like a new brawler around the corner, signifying like the theme around it. I don't know, it's very interesting. One thing that I've kind of come to understand about Brawl Stars artworks and stuff like that, whenever something pops up, it's for typically a good reason, and seeing that it's on the balcony, you can assume that it's probably kind of important and something that our eyes would be directed to. And then we have something over here on the right side. It is a heart sticker, so maybe, just maybe, the heart kind of represents Colette. Maybe that's like her corner, and this kind of looks like Edgar. Maybe that's where like Edgar normally sits. I don't know. Should always have that hint of skepticism in anything like this. Might not be anything crazy important, it's just something interesting, right? So make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking. Moving along to our next bit of very interesting news here that honestly I might need some of your guys' help with here. So as you all know, and something that we've discussed in previous Brawl News episodes, is in the additional information on Brawl Stars when you download the game either in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Here towards the very bottom we get some links such as the privacy policy, terms of service, parents guide, and then question mark at the very bottom. And of course we've explained several times here that that is the actual link to the WKBRL live stream, and this was used to actually give credit to the live stream being actually lore based, right? Now call me crazy, and this is where you guys come in. I need your input because I've asked so many people you do not even know, and no one can give me a straight answer or give me evidence, but I swear on everything, I just can't prove it with you guys, that that link was missing for some time after the WKBRL live stream went missing. I've looked into this so dang much, trying to find some evidence for an episode of Brawl News, but I'm kind of at the point where I don't think I'm going to be able to prove this. The only thing that I can take is your guys' input if you've ever seen the link missing in the App Store. Because of course, if it was missing for some time when the WKBRL live stream went down and now it's back, it might give us a little bit more evidence that it could be coming back around the corner here shortly. But one place where I do have evidence where this link has gone missing for some time is in the description of Brawl Talks. You know, just based on this, it kind of gives me suspicion that maybe on the App Store it happened if it did indeed also happen in the Brawl Talks, but thankfully we can track down Brawl Talks, right? The description doesn't change unless they physically change it. But taking a look at this Brawl Talk playlist, people have pointed out that the actual ordering of the Brawl Talks are a little bit fishy. As you guys can see, these are in order of most recent, except a few are missing here. This one was the Lola update. This is when Meg came out, Ash, Griff, and the dinosaur update. So it's all following this linear progression of when these updates arrived. But if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have the newest ones. Definitely a little out of order if you ask me, and it could be chalked up to just error on the person who controls the Brawl Stars YouTube. But the only reason people in the community are kind of a little suspicious about this is in these 3 episodes of Brawl Talk, the description is different with the WKBRL live stream link. So if we take a closer look at these Brawl Talks here, the most recent ones in the community at the very bottom of this playlist, as you can see in the description here, we have no WKBRL live stream link. We just have the support, privacy policy, terms and service, parent guide, and the next one should be the WKBRL, but it's not there. And this is consistent for all the 3 newest ones here. So again, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, it's not here in this one. And then again, for the most recent one, it is still not there. Very interesting. Now, the strange thing and why people are actually talking about this, I can't believe I'm talking about a Brawl Talk playlist. It's freaking insane. But the actual top one here has the WKBRL live stream link, and that's consistent with every single Brawl Talk in this playlist. WKBRL. For the Ash one, WKBRL. And the list goes on and on. All the most recent Brawl Talks here have that link in the description, except for the ones where, of course, the WKBRL live stream wasn't even discovered. Yeah, see in the Surge update, it's not there. So I don't think people were talking about the live stream at that point. Maybe in the Colette one, we'll have that in the description. Yep, that's when it started. So to me, this is a little bit strange. Like I said before, I felt like that link in the App Store was removed for some time, and now that it's back, or that maybe it's never gone, it's still kind of strange the fact that in the most recent Brawl Talks, the link isn't there, but it's still on the App Store. I don't know, it's kind of like the Brawl Stars dev team now doesn't want us to know about the live stream on the Brawl Talks, at least, seeing that it's down. But I mean, if it's on the App Store, literally that's the place where everyone sees the app, right? It's just a little bizarre. Make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking here. Again, I still think something's a bit fishy here for this update. And mark those calendars, April 19th, right around the corner, the anniversary of the WKBRL live stream. I really think something's going to happen this time around. Now, seeing that we're already taking a look at the App Store, I wanted to point this out with all of you guys before we move along. I thought it was really interesting. Sometimes you can find additional information in the What's New section when an update comes out that wasn't previously given or things like that. So I sometimes come over here to check. And as you guys can see in this What's New section, for the Season 11 update, we have Update 43, the Biodome. So I think that would suggest that we've had a grand total of 43 updates in the history of Brawl Stars. I just thought it was really cool that it gave us a grand total of the updates. Or, yeah, it might not be that. It might be something completely different. Just really interesting, if you ask me. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good stopping point for this episode of Brawl News. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video here today. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I always appreciate it. With that being said, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, and take care.